Talking about Salt Bae. Who is he? Well, I didn't really know until I did some research on social media. This guy's called Nusret Gochka. He calls himself Salt Bae. He's a celebrity chef, Simon. We know all about these guys.
Yep.
He chops up meat, then adds seasoning in a kind of theatrical manner. Why am I telling you all this? He found himself on the pitch on Sunday after the World Cup final. He posted a series of pictures of himself on the pitch with various members of the Argentina squad, including Messi, holding the trophy. He apparently had a couple of goes at Messi trying to get his attention to pose for a picture with him.
One between the cloak.
Yeah.
Trying to get underneath the cloak, was he?
It wasn't really something I would have thought that today he's very proud about. He was twice seen trying to grab Messi by the shoulder, trying to get his attention. But Messi ignored him before he eventually thought, all right, I may as well do it and pose for a picture. So this guy, allegedly, is a friend of FIFA President Gianni Infantino. But the big question being asked this morning is, how the heck did he get on the pitch? And also, what was he doing touching the Jules Rimet trophy? That he has also seemingly contravened FIFA rules. I don't know, do they still call it the Jules Rimet trophy?
No, they don't, apparently.
It was when
awarded
England
to the
won it.
Brazilians in 70, wasn't it?
Yeah,
they got the trophy.
The World Cup trophy, but you're not allowed to touch it.
Maybe he thought he had a stake in the event.
This is cronyism, isn't it?
A little bit, you know. Of course it's cronyism. Of course it absolutely is. You know, and you look at it and say, why would it happen? Well, you know, you look at it and see where Infantino eats when he's over there and what restaurants this fella has and that sort of thing. And it's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous look. I mean, it goes to we've had these two things, haven't we? We've had Lionel Messi wearing a traditional Arab cloak, which was a strange look, albeit I understand why they've done it and not necessarily concur with it, but I understand why they've done it. And now we've got these highfalutin chefs, you know, that we've got a beef with because they're going on the pitch.
I like that.
You see two puns there. See, I've got the first one is maybe he's got a stake in it. He missed the first one, didn't he?
Yeah, I did. I missed the first one.
But it's a ridiculous look, isn't it? I mean, it defies convention. It breaks the protocol. It looks like cronyism. It smells like cronyism. It walks and it talks like cronyism. So guess what it is? It's bleeding cronyism.
Yeah, FIFA have not responded. They've been asked, how does Salt Bae secure his accreditation?
They've got to think their way through this.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's ridiculous, really, isn't it?
I think it's a ridiculous look. I think it's unprofessional. I think it is what it is. It looks like what it is. It looks like cronyism, so thus it must well be, because there's no place for him. I'm not sure he's the official team feeder, is he?
No, I don't think so.
Or maybe Lionel Messi didn't want to photograph him because he's a vegan. I don't know.
Well,
but either which way, he shouldn't have been on the pitch.
His speciality is a giant tomahawk steak with a gold leaf on top of it.
Yes, I've
for
seen
which you will pay 1,450 quid.
Absurd, isn't it?
Yeah. You're going to bring that up pretty quickly after it, I would have thought.
I've put some very exorbitant food in my big fat trap, but I've never put a £1,400 steak in it.
No.
Because it's a liberty, isn't it? And that is a liberty, price orientated. But listen, if people are prepared to pay it, the fella's made a lot of money. He's got a huge reputation, you know, and he's got a bit of substance in terms of the financial backing he's got, unlike some of these other celebrity chefs I could mention.
Oh, he's as bold as brass anyway. He got himself on the pitch. I would have thought Infantino would be slightly compromised about what happened. There's one listener saying there, listen, Macron was in the pitch. Why shouldn't this guy get on it?
There is that argument as well. I mean, we saw it the other day, didn't we? We talked about the reality of politics and sport mixing, and then we moved it on to politicians and sport people missing. Yeah. So there's an argument for that too. So there's a little bit of what are FIFA doing? Because my God, that when they stroll into town, do they let you know that they're their FIFA? I've said, it's like the Vatican State dropping into places with the FIFA rules. So I'm very surprised that they want to put themselves in the way of this sort of scrutiny, because by the very nature of Infantino flapping his gums the way he has done, he's driven and drawn even more attention to everything that FIFA subsequently do. So you'd want the look to be right. You'd want the standards to be upheld. You wouldn't really need, you know, a highfalutin cook running around the pitch, putting his arm around a player that's just won the World Cup. Not necessary, and not the look that we really want.
I think so. Ryan's saying it was embarrassing, really. You could tell none of the Argentina players knew why he was there. That was very much the case.
Maybe he gets his meat from Argentina. Argentinian steaks are the best, you know.
There you go. Yeah, but not
maybe
at
Messi's got an Argentinian
quid.
Steak farm, and he thought, a cow place, or what would you call it?
Yeah.
Where would you? A ranch.
A ranch.
Maybe
Okay.
A ranch.
No, we're cutting a bit too much slack, actually. Get off the pitch, whoever the heck you are.
Jim White and Simon Jordan. Monday to Friday mornings from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.